time in town has come to an end, gals and pals. I'm sitting in my hotel room waiting on Uber to confirm they have a driver for me. Not an ideal time to come to a town, to stay Friday night, Saturday night, and be leaving early on Sunday. But that's okay, that's what happened. That's just how the cookie crumbled. But if I can't get a confirmation for a ride in the next 5 minutes, I think I'll call that cab company. So plans for today. It is, of course, raining, as you know, the universe would have it, where I clean and dry and it's raining, but that's okay. I did get a raincoat. Not that that'll make any huge earth-shattering difference, but I did. Lookout is hanging back. His family's coming around noon, and he's gonna be hiking with his daughter today and tomorrow. So I think this is goodbye for us. We might cross paths again, but I'm walking a little bit faster than he is. So I don't know, we'll see. So that's kind of like a little bittersweet situation where, you know, everyone's got to hike their own hike and, you know, do what works for them. And, but at the same time, you know, we've been walking together for the last, I don't know, 5-6 days or something. So anywho, hopefully he enjoys the rest of his hike, and, you know, we both get what we want out of it. I just got a notification that all the Uber drivers are busy, aka there are none. So I'm gonna call the cab company and get them to pick me up and drop me off in the middle of nowhere so I can go walk in the woods. The goal today is, there's a shelter that's like 10.6, I think, puffer or something shelter, and then there's another one that's like 13.8, which I think is a little ambitious at this point. But it's all pretty much downhill from the first shelter option. So I think depending on what time I get to the first shelter option, how I'm feeling, you know, I might keep on moving on down the road, or up the trail, whatever. So I don't know, we'll see how that works out. I was working my plan, y'all know this. I'm at that stage emotionally where I want to go home, I want to see my kids, I want to hug somebody. But at the same time, you know, I know this is a once in a lifetime thing that I'm doing. Not, you know, not that I can't come out here and hike this again, but I would never. But, you know, I don't want to rush the experience. I want to enjoy it, but, you know, kind of just fighting that. I'm ready to be done, ready to be home, ready to be squeezing my babies, but also, you know, want to be here and be in this experience too. So I'm thinking today might be a difficult mental day, but especially with the rain, leaving town, leaving Lookout. So I'll try not to be a Debbie Downer. No promises.
As luck would have it, it's raining. But guess who has a raincoat? Florida does. I put my pack on and forgot to get my poles out. Whoops. But luckily, that's what we're doing here for a minute, so. Back on the old trail. It's a beautiful day in Vermont. Got everything. All right, it's like 9. Tomorrow, we're gonna get an early start. That is, if we can get in and make camp early enough. That seems to be the problem, is that I get camp set up too late, I go to bed too late, then get up too late, then get started too late, and the cycle continues itself. So, the goal today is to get set up at camp, no dilly-dallying, no lollygagging, in my hammock by 7:30 at the latest. That's the goal. So, depending on where we end up, if we can get to 10.6, if that's that time, or actually I like to roll into camp between like 5 and 6, so I can have my dinner, do all that jazz, get set up, etc. So, we'll see if we can make it there, or we'll see if we can press on and do the almost 14. That'd be crazy, y'all. All right, like I said, no dilly-dallying, no lollygagging. Let us away. We are a mile in. While my 0 day was necessary, I think it made me soft. Oh, my calves are burning. Two miles in for the day. The terrain is not terrible. It's all up. But dang it, if all I can think about is how heavy my pack is. Why did I get all that food? They say you pack your fears. I'm not afraid of running out of food. I mean, I guess in a way I am. But I'm afraid of not being able to get to a town to get food, because the town logistics have been interesting. I'm probably making a bigger deal about it than it needs to be. But, oh my God, it's heavy. It's so heavy. It's so heavy. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Whew. I did cross 2 young men hiking. I suspect they'll catch up at some point, or maybe they're going the other way. I don't know. I didn't really talk to them. But just gonna take a little time out and keep going. But my feet can tell how heavy my pack is this time. Are about 4 miles in for the day. About 2.5 to a shelter where I'm going to stop, take my pack off, and eat as much of my food as humanly possible. I'm like sitting here thinking about, like, Kate, do you think you could eat a whole entire jar of peanut butter in one sitting? Like, could you do it? Because you should. I stopped a couple miles back, mile back, I don't know, sat on a rock, had myself a good ugly cry, had some sugar, and now we're moving along again. But whew, today is challenging. Trying to keep my mind out of the gutter, trying to not get too down, but Lord have mercy, it's difficult today. But that's okay. We're moving. Little by little, we are making forward movement. Is just a little bit before 1. I just had some lunch. I packed out a sandwich. I got a little like 2-pack of sandwiches at the grocery store yesterday. I had one yesterday for lunch and I packed that one out today. Some apples and some cookies. On a brighter note, the Shaws that I went to in Waterbury had the Biscoff cookies with the chocolate cream filling. Those are the jam. If you ever come across those, get them. Unfortunately, it was a 2-pack, so the housekeeping staff will either throw it away or they'll take it for themselves. I don't know. But we've got 7 miles to the desired shelter, 4 miles to the fallback shelter. So it's about 4 miles up, and then the other shelter will be down. Maybe a little up down, but it'll be mostly down. So I'm thinking, depending on what time I get to the next shelter, I can go on. So I like to do. It'll be a long day. It'll be 13, almost 14 miles. But that would set me up really well for Mount Mansfield tomorrow if I could get a little further today. But we'll see. We'll see. The day is young. Still our oyster, all that jazz. So now that we have a full belly, a teeny tiny bit of weight out of my food bag, we're walking. It has been so much of this today, walking on rocks and logs over mud pits. Ooh, that tuckers your mind out. We are 10.5 miles in for the day. I stopped at the Puffer shelter. Have a little sit, eat a little snack. We've got about 3.2 left to get to Taylor's Lodge, which is mostly downhill. There's a little bit of up too, but I think that'll get me set up real nice for Mansfield? Is that what it's called? Mount Mansfield? So that's the goal. It's been raining all day. All day. Good news is, though, there's water everywhere. You could filter water off the trail all day long. But my dry, clean clothes are now soaked completely. But that's okay. I'll dry out eventually. Oh, today's terrain-wise, it's not been that bad, like up and down. The roughest part about today has just been like rock hopping and walking on like DIY bog boards where people are just like throwing sticks and stuff down in the trail because it's just like soggy, just like mud puddle. So like half the trail is that and the other half is just like walking in a creek bed, like rocks. So my feet are feeling it today for sure, just from, being all over the place. I don't know. But also because my pack's too heavy to
but we all know that. Anyway, so I'm gonna eat one of those little, how do you say, stroopwafel? Have one of these little babies. Hopefully that'll give me the zing I need to get down to Taylor's Lodge. I think it's a moose over there. Is that a moose? I want to move. I think I just saw a moose. I don't know. Oh my God. Yuck. I think he was laying down over there. Or else it was a tree that was shaped just like a moose head. Let's get out of here. It's 4:30, 4:40, and the sun just showed itself for the first time, and then it went away, and now it's back. We have 1 mile left to go. I have been slipping and sliding and wallowing all over this trail. Oh, it's mud, it's moss, it's wet, everything's wet and slick. 1 mile. We can do it. I wish I could film this stuff, y'all, but I would surely plummet. We have 0.3 miles and maybe a little more. I think the shelter's a little off the trail on the side trail. So, but this is the part of the day when I start seeing mirages where like a fallen tree, I'm like, is that a roof line to a shelter? No, Kate, it's just a fallen tree. We made it. Yay! Sky looks like it's clearing up just a titch. So that's exciting. Don't look like there are any other people about. It's kind of an interesting little saloon style. So gotta go find some trees. We did it. We met our goal, ladies and gents. I got my hammock set up. It's 6:45. We will be getting into our hammock and ready for Betty by 7:30. So proud of myself. These bugs are getting me. No one else is here. Surprise. I don't know if anyone else will roll up or not. Doesn't matter. I'll see people on Mansfield tomorrow, Mount Mansfield, because there's a toll road that goes up, and one of the caretakers, I think it was Tom. Tom said so many things to me. I keep telling y'all about it. Is that people can drive up. He's like, yeah, you'll see people like walking around up there in Crocs, and you're like, what are they doing here? There's like a road that you can drive up. But anyways, so what was I talking about? Mansfield. I don't know. Lost my train of thought. Hiker brain. We
got to the shelter. We got everything set up. We're getting ready to eat. I don't know where I was going with that. Apologies. Oh well. Doesn't matter. We are going to be in bed. That's 7:30, which was the goal, and we met our goal. I'm making, oh, no one's here. That's what I was talking about. But people will be up on Mansfield. That's, okay. Calm down, Kate. So I will see other humans tomorrow is the point I was trying to make. But that's totally fine. Lookout and his daughter are hiking today. They're behind me, so I don't know if we'll cross paths again or not, which is fine. You know, we all got to do our own hike, but it was nice, you know, having a buddy, having a partner out here. But since I knew he was hiking with his daughter today, I mean, I guess I would have compromised if I'd slowed down or if I'd hiked with them, I think, because, you know, I did 13.8 miles today. So, and it was rough, but it wasn't like, it was just very technical today. Like, it was very, like, I almost ate it, like, I don't know how many times. Everything's slick, everything's muddy, everything's, like, my shoes are absolutely soaked. So, like, it was just, I was, you know, like, it was like the trail was a banana peel, and I was just flying all over the place on it today. But anyways, so it was like mentally exhausting a little bit too, because you have to like be very mindful about where you're putting your feet. And yeah, with a maxed out pack, it was kind of a rough day. But, and also today was the first day that I wanted to quit, like really quit. And I think it's because I got to FaceTime my kids last night for the first time in like a week and like see their faces and actually talk to them. They don't know how to use a real phone. They'd be like, "Hi, Mom," and then just like run away. So to be able to actually talk to them and see their faces, I think, you know, that kind of pulled at my heartstrings a bit. And, you know, I'm just like, what am I doing out here? What am I doing out here? I need to go home. So I think it was kind of a combination of coming out of town, having a really technical day, raining, and just really missing my kids. But we're out here. We're doing it. I did 13.8 today. So I think I'm trying to get to Johnson in 3 days. I think I have 4 to do it. But I think I'm going to do it in 3. Because I had shorter days kind of mapped out. But since I did 13.8 today, I think I keep saying 13.8. I think since I'm trying to front load a little bit, I think, because I'm getting a little bit more nervous about the end, which I don't know why. I think it's all the same. Gnarly. But I've got a goal to finish on Sunday. So today's Sunday, so 7 more days of hiking is my goal. But yeah, anyways, but yeah, I was really asking myself, what are we doing out here? Maybe one of these days I'll tell you why I'm out here. I have to collect my thoughts to have for that video, because sometimes I don't know what I'm doing out here, but I'm out here and I'm doing it. So I'm gonna make my dinner, eat as much as humanly possible so I can empty some of this freaking pack, and go get in bed. That's my plan for the evening. Also, there's a bear box here. Huzzah. So, and a moldering privy, one you can pee in. It's like the Ritz-Carlton in the mountains, y'all. But that's enough yapping. We're gonna do it tomorrow.